Hey there. Do you need to catch your breath from the intense week we just grew through, or just in general, the intensity of the transformational times we're living in? May this be a soft place for you to land and ground and prepare for the week ahead. It's actually a beautiful week ahead. This is my weekly transformational opportunities offering, and it is, I think we will be able to catch our breath. It's a time to integrate what we've been moving through, the lessons that have been up for us, claiming them, integrating them, embodying them. Um, there's a lot of stirring inside, and I wonder if you're noticing stirring for the new beginnings that have been calling to you. We're in Aries season now. Neptune is moving into Aries, so we are in a major time of shifting and growing and evolving. So go get your journal, go get a cup of tea, take this time for you. I'm going to do this in two segments. I'm going to break it up for you so that you just watching a little bit of the theme of the week, and then I'm going to do another video right after this, but you can watch it separately, going through the days of the week with your transformational opportunities. All right, well, thanks for being with me. I'm Victoria. I'm your soul guide on the Soul Nurture channel, and my mission is to support you right where you are, to remind you you're not alone, and to help you reclaim your beautiful soul potential and nurture it into your possibilities. Thanks for being with me. So I feel like the theme for this week is becoming your own hero. It's up there with also your own, the spiritual warrior for yourself in the collective unfolding. But it's an opportunity, to shift into that space of, instead of waiting for the hero or the shero, to become the shero of your own story, to release. We're always releasing in order to embrace more potential, but releasing the past stories where you were limited and disempowered, and rise, emerge. This is the time of emerging in Aries season, and emerging your potential and your unique contribution for our collective unfolding. I always think of everybody has a puzzle piece that needs to be offered for us to see the higher vision and the higher possibilities. So don't hold your puzzle piece back, get it out. It's time to find out where it fits, okay? And where you fit, because you do belong, you do matter, you have a voice that's needed. Let me talk more about the theme, and then we'll get back to you, okay? So what if this week is inviting you to wake up out of those old limiting stories, the stories of, being like the victim of your life. I know I hate to say that word victim, because I think, yes, some people are victimized, but we recognize, yes, it's real. We've all been harmed or hurt, and some more than others. But that victim mentality, or the place of feeling like you're still being victimized, means that's a call for healing. It's a call for your own compassion. It's a call to find sacred space, place, person that can hold a space of absolute compassion at the level of your deepest wound. So, but also, if you have done your healing work and you're like, I'm ready to shed that, I'm not that person anymore, I want to rise with my gifts, now is the time. It's a time to step into a role that is more empowered, rather than sacrificing yourself or sacrificing your life, or being lost in your own world, a lost soul, or feeling disempowered. It's time to feel in and claim the empowerment that is possible for you, that your gifts are needed. No one like you on the planet, right? So it's time to step into the empowered role of the spiritual warrior, the leader of your life, the hero of your story, okay? So I feel like at this time, we're getting our individual soul assignments. We just came out of Neptune and Pisces, where it's all just kind of merged into oneness, and feeling, there's a lot of maybe boundary issues, like, is that my stuff, her stuff, their stuff, our stuff, and feeling kind of like in the muddy waters of how to move through that. Really, that was a time to connect more to our divine essence from the oneness, but now we're emerging from the oneness with our unique soul calls, with our unique soul medicine. Okay, so I feel like, I'm sorry, my eye is watering again. Always does this when I come on camera. I call it my weeping eye, weeping for all that's happening in the world that I know my soul is. I want so much to wrap my arms around everyone, and I want to to counsel those who are in authority to say, hey, where are you? You are activated in your wounded self and your wounding people. We're all being asked to rise with compassion and emerge more possibilities for the collective. That includes all. And boy, I know we're off track, but it gets worse before it gets better. And that's where I can hold some hope. And I hope you can too. So, and along those lines, where we have felt disappointed is our call to action. Where our hearts have been aching, witnessing whatever's all that's going on, especially in the U.S. And I know this is collective unfolding, so it's not unique to the U.S. It just seems to be really loud and painful for some of us in the U.S. So wherever your heart has been aching with what's been going on, that's where your compassion can, move through your heart, tending and mending your heart, and then creating and alchemizing all that pain into your purpose, right? So it is a time for emerging and rising up. So I'm wondering, are you feeling yet a call to action? Are you feeling the shift? I mean, Neptune just went into Aries on March 30th. So, and this is kind of for the week of March 31st to April 6th. Again, I'm just going to do the theme of this. And then the next video is day by day. And so I hope, it takes a while. Neptune just moved into Aries, so it's like we've just turned our head to look in another direction, but we've yet to move into the momentum and the possibilities of it. But think about this. Neptune is all about spirituality. It is the divine. It is the invisible realm. It is the mystery. And Aries is let's do something. Let's take action. And like I was saying with the other video, it's like taking the fool's journey, the unexpected, trying new things, having the courage to take a path you may never have taken in the past, having the leadership abilities, the fortitude to say, I'm going to trailblaze some new paths because all these old paths are leading me to an old place and they're not supporting me in rising to my highest potential, nor contributing my puzzle piece to the collective vision that is wanting to emerge as well, right? So I'm just wondering if you notice any shifting, and this is what I offer. I call it soul gazing, soul tracking, where you're like, okay, I'm noticing what's happening in the collective. Where am I? What's getting stirred up from my past that it's disempowering me? And for you to say, I'm done with that. I've got to clear that. And all the seeds of possibilities that Creator put in you, is the time for us to cultivate them, nurture them, emerge with that potential. Okay. So I invite you to get your journal and track, especially the next video where it's day by day. Oh, okay, where's the moon? And what did I notice on that day? Where was I called? What was my energy level like? What did I notice I was like focusing on, right? That's how we soul track, right? It's tracking with the astrological weather to emerge more of our soul potential. Okay. All right. So yeah, how do you feel about that statement? Becoming the hero of your own story. Does that feel inviting? Does it feel powerful? I feel it is. Or Shiro. I love Shiro. To be the Shiro of your own story. The you that, you've been waiting for someone else to show up for. You're the one. You get to show up for you. So it is a time where the universe is aligning us, helping us to rise from old patterns where we were playing small. We were just sitting in disappointment and not action. So really important too, especially because Venus is still retrograde, to look where you've been sacrificing yourself in relationships, giving way more because you haven't valued yourself enough. Anyone? I feel like it was like, I was like, ding, ding, ding. Somebody needed to hear that. Not valuing ourselves keeps us stuck in small places when our soul wants to expand into the highest possibility. So rising out of those patterns where you lost your way, lost yourself, lost your spiritual truth. I feel like Neptune from Pisces was more like, we're all in the oneness and finding collective agreement. And Neptune Aries is more like, I'm listening to my soul. It's about claiming your authentic soul expression and maybe a very unique and bold spiritual path that you may not have considered because you wanted to stay in the oneness, but that path leads you to a greater deepening of you and a contribution to the oneness. Okay, so you're reclaiming this authentic expression of your soul. So, ask yourself, maybe these are some journal prompts, because this is a time to take action on our soul calls, our dreams, our desires. And not in a selfish way. I want to repurpose that word, but in an empowered way. Like, the more you're honoring what's right for you, the more you give way and give invitation to everyone else to find their unique calls, their unique path. Okay. So how about, who are you beyond the level of conditioning? I think that's, you hear me say we're souls having a human experience. Souls are just waiting on us with underneath all the conditioning, all the patterns, all the story we received about who we thought we were, what that wasn't even true. So we can emerge our soul potential. So, but we have to notice where we are first before we take the journey of becoming who we're meant to be. So where are you still kind of stuck in conditioning? Conditioning is whatever you took on, the stories you took on about yourself or life or the way you do life based on your family of origin or the community or the schools you went to, that isn't aligned with your authentic self, because this is where you need to connect to your soul. What does your soul essence want to say about this? It's actually a really good journal prompt. Just write, what does my soul want me to know right now? Close your eyes, breathe into your body, reassure your mind-body system that it's safe for your truth to emerge. And then just write, across the paper. Let your soul speak to you that way. How about, what dreams are you ready to empower with courage and intention? What dreams do you need to say, yeah, it's go time, and I'm worthy of this call, and I'm going to step forward, even if my knees are shaking. But where are you feeling called to take some action, right? On a dream that you've held and longed for to bring to fruition, because that's what I think is happening as well now. Also, this is connected to the astrology for the week, but this is just the theme. So when you go to the daily, it'll make more sense. But how can you forge a practical plan to move forward? A practical, like building a foundation underneath you. Like, this is, Aries season, we all want to just go, get it, do it, be it. But, this is where, then we get to I'm just going to run ahead without thinking about it, without being mindful, without having a plan. So how can you just take at least, where you want to go, what you want to do, just create a small little mission statement or a little practical plan that will help you grow what you need to fulfill that call. Okay. This is with Aries season, building, that call, like the gates open for sure. The gates open. It's like, you can run forward, but just, take some time to reflect. Remember, we still have Mercury retrograde until the 7th, Venus retrograde until the 12th. It's just a little more reflection, a little bit more, feel the passion stirring. But how about this? Okay, this feels right. What's the most loving action I can take to fulfill the promise of this soul call? What's the most loving, careful steps? Handle with care. Handle your plan of action with care and mindfulness. Okay. Maybe even some protection, because Aries is a protector. Protect your call by not running too fast with it. Actually, I'm getting this image. I don't know why, but let's see. Running, remember we were told as kids, don't run with scissors. Something like this, something there. Don't run ahead. Oh, because if you run ahead too fast, you may be harmed instead of guided and moving at pace with the universe unfolding the path before you. Don't push, don't manipulate, don't get aggressive, right? Be assertive for sure. But that is Aries doesn't really trust, they want to push. It's less about pushing right now. It's about listening and then taking action. Pausing, taking action. Think about if the tortoise and the hare had a baby. That's the pace. I don't know, I'm getting silly references, but maybe that'll land somewhere. Let me know, by the way. Comment as much as you want. I love it. Sometimes I get phone calls from friends and emails from people, and they say, Victoria, I had a friend call me yesterday. She said, and they always come, these messages always come, I'm not kidding you, right at the moment where I start to doubt, right at the moment where I start to think, why am I doing videos? Who cares? All that, whenever you take on a purpose, those questions are going to arise. So these calls or messages or emails come, and I love comments too, because it really does help. People like me who put out content, and you're just sitting here with like crickets, nobody's commenting, and you're like, okay, am I really the worst fear? Am I making a fool of myself? When I have to push that aside and say, I'm here to help, I'm here to serve. And if this helps and serves one person, great. But anyway, my friend called at the right time. She said, I just want to tell you, I am so proud of you for keep going with this. And you've really grown, and you just feel so authentic. You just feel like yourself. Now, this is somebody who's known me for a long time. So that's the ultimate compliment. Like when I'm teaching authenticity, I want to bring authenticity, which is no small task when you're talking to a camera. But I'm imagining talking to all my soul friends out there. So, okay. So same thing for you. Like, doubt will show up on a new path always. And that doubt, that fear is your ego first saying, this isn't the way you really want to go, keeping you in the same conditioning, the same way you've been safe. You adapted into a way of being that met the crucial need of being safe. So you're going to have that checkpoint. That's one. And then you just authorize it. And this is authorizing your vision, your mission, your desires is key with the season. I authorize this. It's safe for me to move forward. Okay. And when doubt arises, thanks for sharing. Listen, is there anything there that's going to help you? If not, you can dismiss it and say, thanks for trying to keep me safe. I'm good. I'm going forward. Right. So I just really wanted to invite you to this possibility of your own spiritual wisdom, your own spiritual authority, your own practical action, and to begin to mindfully set a path forward that unlocks your possibilities, activates your potential, but mindfully, with love, with protection, a little protection. And when you want to run forward, write it out. Like, this is what it looks like when I'm in action. And then visualize yourself taking action. And then when you'll find your yes. This is something I teach my clients too. It's important to know your yes. Like, yes, it's go time. Don't override. See, this is the thing. I feel like when we run ahead too quickly, and the universe or God, however you connect, hasn't finished preparing the way, and we go crashing through, and now we've interrupted the path that's unfolding before it's ready, and maybe most importantly, before we're ready. Because that's key. And then I'm going to close with this. If we haven't done our inner work and we're going to show up in an old way, we're not ready for our blessings. We're not prepared to receive what Creator has for us. So that's why, if you can surrender and trust, you're held back a little bit, not denied, delayed, so that we're perfectly aligned. We're ready. Our souls are ready. Our subconscious mind is ready. We've got a practical plan, and Creator has opened the path. But don't rush ahead before it's ready. Okay. I hope this makes sense. Comment. Let me know your takeaways. Go to the description box to go get you can request a 20-minute consultation session with me, which is just like, I'll tell you how I could work with you personally, maybe peek at your chart. People love to do that, but I like to weave it into, well, okay, then how do I help you moving forward? Or just book a session. Go to my website, victoriajazwick.com. And the circle in April, I've got to come up with a date, but it's going to be all about dream work. So go and put your name on the request to be part of that group. And please do email, comment, and please feel unlimited to comment as much as you want. Again, the more you comment, the more you like, the more you encourage people to subscribe and watch my channel, the more you help me outreach to YouTube viewers out there who may just need a message that I have to offer. My puzzle pieces needed where they are. And I thank you for that. And I thank you for your time. And I'll see you in the next video. And stay tuned. All right, take good care. Until next time. Bye.